That's just unfortunate.
Yes, it was a horrible humiliation tactic. They also cancelled his flights back to North Korea, and to this day he lives as a fingerless homeless man that does not speak Japanese in Japan.
That's just unfortunate.
Yes, quite unfortunate indeed for the young North Korean.
Do you happen to know his name or his tag?
His tag was licensed to ill in memory of the great leader Kim Jong Il.
Did he choose that tag?
Yes, he did.
Oh, really? Wow. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
bold of him. I know.
That's just...
He might have gotten it from some sort of song or other piece of media. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, to this day, there's hear tell of License to Ill in Tokyo, and some say he travels to Osaka occasionally to visit the shrines and tend to them.
Oh, right.
Without his fingers.
I hear they have shrines in Kyoto too. Does he visit those, or he's just
No, it's he's not a fan of Kyoto.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I really can't get into why. I mean, I could, but it'd be a great insult to License to Ill.
Well, surely he's dead by now.
No. He lives on.
By Kim Jong Il.
He lives on.
He's like 400,000 years old, no fingers.
No, what? He's a Smash 4 player.
Yeah, they got it way early. Didn't you know?
No.
Back when Kim Jong Il was
your ass right now.
Yeah, I am. Sorry. Go on.
Please, don't. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ! I'm trying to talk about international Smash scenes and what they've contributed to the world and what the world has contributed to them. And you're pussyfooting.
To be honest, right? I don't feel like
what
this guy really did anything. He just
what do you mean?
Treated the shrine.
Well, no, hang on. You're forgetting. He defeated Kim Jong Un in Smash 4.
But then he got banned. Then got fucking deported with no fingers.
Yes. What a contribution.
That's not a contribution at all.
I would say it's a contribution.
To who?
To North Korea.
You're straight up just giving Japan a fingerless dude. There's like 400 now.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
North Koreans.
It's just I don't feel like it's a contribution. Like, what do they gain out of it? If anything, it's just a burden because you're just giving this guy food.
No. Excuse me. I completely forgot to mention he's in between being homeless. He does attend Smash 4 tournaments as a coach.
Oh, right.
As a coach.
As a coach.
But he doesn't speak Japanese, which is so he'll
that doesn't feel very.
Yeah, no, he talks Korean to the Japanese, and they're very confused at this disgusting fingerless man attempting to advise them in a video game.
Oh, does he have bandages around his fingers, or are they just out?
Well, he wears fingerless gloves.
Oh, right. So what the fuck?
Well, I suppose at the end of the day, they're ordinary gloves to him.
Yeah, I was about to say ordinary gloves.
Yeah, completely ordinary.
Yeah. So who does he coach? Does he coach?
Who does he coach? You're familiar with Akameme and Renai?
Yes, I am.
Not them.
Not them.
No. He coaches small tier players like Uguchi and
What about Umeki?
No, Uguchi and Sam. Japanese player Sam.
Right. Who does he play?
Generic name.
Who does he play?
Yes.
He's a Meta Knight main.
Oh, really?
In Smash 4.
I'd have pictured him being a duck hunt dog man.
Sam? No.
Yeah, Sam.
In fact, it's funnily enough, he's never lost to Duck Hunt.
Oh, wow, really?
But he's only played one in tournament. They never seed him against they never seed him against the other Duck Hunts because they know that he'd win. He's also his thing. He's never defeated Moth players. Plenty of Lucianas,
Meta Knight versus Moth doesn't seem like a good matchup at all.
I wouldn't know. I think it's more of a mental thing for him.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Ex Brawl player as well just couldn't defeat Marth.
Oh, really?
People would often not even pick up Marth, but simply choose the character completely untrained and defeat him.
Really?
Which is
Has it gone bad to the point where if you select him on the character select screen, he like shits himself?
Well, there was an incident where he attempted to cover up the Marth image with a small piece of paper.
Oh, right.
And it was unsuccessful, and unfortunately, people still knew where Marth was the character selection.
I reckon it'd be a bit obvious if it's just over one square.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It was a bold attempt, and I'm sure many appreciated it.
Surely you should have just put like a line of where. Like,
what?
Okay, so you'd cover up multiple characters, so you don't know which one's Marth.
You can give that advice to him.
That's true.
I wasn't.
Do you have
there.
his contact information? Can you?
No. I don't speak Japanese. I only.
I do. So it'd be easy.
You do?
Yes.
I don't have his contact information.
That's just unfortunate.
Of Sam.
Sam,
the Japanese Mennonite.
Do you know his name at all?
Yes.
Or is it just his tag? Okay, so one of those boring people.
Both his parents are incredibly Japanese. It's just that his parents
maybe
just like the name Sam.
Maybe his parents are a fan of Fireman's Hammer.
Well, they're called Americaboos. They're very into American culture. So they named their son after
Samuel Jackson.
Who it could be that it could be any Sam Pepper, Sam Hyde, any
Sam
number.
Pepper's not from America.
Who?
Sam Pepper.
I meant Sam Salt.
Right.
Famous American.
Was he a baseball player? Was he a...
No. He was a musician.
Oh, right. Cool. What kind of music did he make?
Accordion player. Sam
Oh,
Salt.
really? That's kind of sick. Cooked even.
Well, funny you should mention he did die of a horrible illness, so he was rather sick.
Oh, what? You know that? Do you have to know the disease?
The disease? It was cancer.
Oh, right. Where?
Jesus.
Where? In his skin. Yeah. It was leukemia.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was unfortunate. I would appreciate it if you didn't bring it up.
Okay, sorry.
I was a fan, and as a fan, it pains me to talk about Sam Salt and his unfortunate death in 2015.
Did he play Smash at all?
No. What? He was a musician.
Yeah, plenty of musicians play Smash, surely.
Well, no, plenty of Smash players play music.
Yeah,
but I'm sure the other way around.
That mix. Okay, back to global Smash scene.
I can't believe I've had to listen to this for half an hour.
Where else have you been?
Where else have I been? Have you ever been to West Africa?
No, I haven't personally.
You know the West Africa Smash scene.
Quite a vibrant Smash scene in Benin.
Oh right, cool.
Yes, Benin.
All games are just like
Parakou in Benin. Sorry, say again.
What games do they play over there? All of them?
Oh yeah, absolutely all of them. They're a big fan of every Smash game from 64 to Smash 4. Several warlords engage in regular tournaments.
Right.
And they do rather well.
That's great.
What the fuck, Jordi?
What?
No, he hasn't finished.
No, I haven't finished talking about the Benin and its accompanying state.
Oh god, stop!
Can you? I'm trying to explain.
He's trying to explain something. All right.
Anyway, I'll continue. In the neighboring state of Togo.
Oh, fuck you. Good. Thank you.
In the neighboring state of Togo, they host regular crew battles against Benin and Togo. 5-man crews in every Smash game.
What do you get from do they get anything as a reward to win, or do they lose?
Several pot bonuses. It's not too different from American Smash. Typically money involved.
Yeah, I'd assume that the money given
perhaps
isn't as large.
Exotic animals or legally tradable humans. Very occasionally, though.
I hear they're into fruit. Do they have fruit?
Gigantic bags of funnily enough, mangoes do get traded as pot bonuses for Smash tournaments in Benin and Togo.
Do they have VODs?
Do they have VODs? Have you been to West Africa?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the best internet on the planet.
Well, internet's one thing, recording software is another, and they only have one of the two, I'm afraid.
Pretty sure they can make stuff out of coconuts or something. Anyway,
recording software out of coconuts. Do you realize how absurd that is?
No, you reckon you could do that? I reckon.
Well, next time you're in Benin, please feel free to enlighten the people there. I'll be sure to as well.
Do you want to come with me?
Whenabouts? I'm free. Let me check my schedule. I'm free in August. I don't believe I'm attending any traveling Smash tournaments. So in August, if you want to book some flights to Benin or Togo, we can engage. I believe August they do have a regional.
Oh really?
In Togo. They do have a regional. Many West African players are attending, such as Benin Ben,
right,
and Togo Tom.
That's such a shit name.
How many entrants?
How many entrants?
Yeah,
did you say for which event?
The first one, Benin, whatever.
No. Benin Ben is a player.
Oh right.
And Togo Tom is the Togo.
Are they the top players of their each respective?
No, not at all. They're more like TOs, but they're hidden bosses or threats. You might imagine.
So what are the tournaments called?
Well, the tournament's called in Togo. It's the Togo Tango.
Right.
And in Benin, it's an odd name. I think it translates better, but it's Go Ben or Go Home.
Right.
Yeah.
What are the expected entrants?
For which?
For
the Togo Tango?
Yeah, Togo Tango. That sounds.
So the Togo Tango, for melee, it could be anywhere between 150 to 275.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's when it caps. And for Go Ben or Go Home, it's a larger region, so it could be roughly 300 for all I know.
Oh wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Unfortunately, they typically only get 3 to 4 setups for each tournament, so they run over several days, weeks even. I believe all of August is actually dedicated to the Togo Tango.
Oh right,
and they run round robin as well, so it's quite an ordeal.
Oh wow. Round robin pools?
No, the whole tournament.
Every round.
Togo Tango 2014 did have the cap
I assume it's like multiple chairs
on the round robin tournament.
Eliminated each round.
On 4 setups.
Yes. All best of 5.
All best of 5.
Yes, it does.
What's their stage list? Is it any different to ours?
Stages? No, you'll find it's quite the same.
Do they have new counter picks? I'd assume
no,
they would.
No. They use a standardized American rule set.
Not even Congo Jungle.
Is that like a racial thing that you're trying to do right now?
Not at all.
I'd be appreciated. I
was just curious, dog.
I visited the people of Togo. They're respectable. They're admirable in their Smash play. Too. So please refrain from insulting them or
I'm not trying to insult them.
Racially discriminating against them.
All right. So
funny enough, I actually did place. Well, I suppose it's hard to place exactly top 8 at the Togo Tango, but when I did attend in 2015, I did place top 8, beating several hundred players, as you can imagine.
With what character did you go?
With what character?
Or Falco or?
It was mainly. They have a big. It's like SoCal. There's a big Ganondorf weakness in Togo, so it was mainly Ganondorf. They do have a lot of Samus players. So it was rather easy, very few Sheiks, and for Sheik I would opt for Falco.
So do they play NTSC?
Do they play NTS? No. They play PAL in Togo, but they do play NTSC in Benin.
Oh right, that's
so it's interesting. They're very close to each other. In fact, they're driving distance, and yet the regional differences are there, and they are striking.
Right, that's strange.
It is strange, but there was a vote in Togo for which version should be played. And people were sick of Spaceys and Marth Dare, and so PAL was voted to be the original version used in Togo.
That's fair enough.
Yes,
I'd do that if I had the power to.
They're very civil in Togo. You'll find, with the exception of the horrible war crimes.
Right.
But when it comes to Smash, they're more than civil. In fact, you might say they're an example for the rest of the world.
Right. So I have a couple of questions about the venue.
The venues, okay.
Do we sleep there like overnight? Because since the
you'll find you'll have to pools. The round robin tournament is over a 24-hour period. And you do need to be.
So you don't sleep, no rest, just keep going?
No. There are shifts. So let's say your block of matches might be at 4 a.m. or they might be at 8 a.m. and you're expected to be there, and then sleep in the times you're not playing over the month of the Togo Tango.
Radio. Do they insist on stretches, or they just like go with the flow?
Well, it's BYO betting. Pickup trucks are quite common, so people do bring mattresses, and I mean, some people opt for the old sleeping bag on the floor. I don't know how you'd live like that for a month.
Oh, I was talking about like hand stretches.
I mean, of course, yeah, I mean, you're
Is
not
that
playing
up to the players, or did they like give? Did they give like you know how in primary school you had assembly? They like assembled everybody and like taught them how to
Well, I
stretch
mean,
their hands.
you're not playing for 24 hours straight, so you're free to stretch as liberally as you'd like in those periods when you're not playing.
I was about to say, but like I don't know. Seems like switching stations with these hundreds of people.
Oh,
If they travel
it's
back
an
to
ordeal
your
for sure,
house,
but they become so efficient at this particular tournament format. They've been doing it since 1998.
we might need to run some drills when we go over
Sorry,
there.
1990?
1998 with 99 or whenever. I'm not actually familiar with
99 when 64
99 was when 64 came out. Then it'd be then they've been using this format. You know, it's funny they would do it at 10-man tournaments, which makes a lot of sense, and they wouldn't get more setups, but the tournaments would grow and they would continue to do this insane round robin 200-man format.
So they play on CRTs, right? Or do they
Oh,
play like
absolutely.
even more like ancient?
It's difficult to find LCDs, but CRTs are pretty easy to find.
So why only the 4 setups?
Why only the 4 consoles and game copies are hard to find. There's well, here's the thing: that you actually aren't allowed to use downloaded versions of the game.
Oh, is that against their like rules?
Yeah, because there might be collusion. We all know in America that Pichu player who modded his version of 20XX to give himself advantages. It was an epidemic for a very short time before the boot came down on the Togo players, and it's GameCube's only and only an official copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Will we be bringing our setups over there?
Well, I'd imagine we'd have to speed the tournament up by a few days.
That'd be great. I'd love to actually leave my GameCube there. So
it'd be
to contribute to their scene.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'd let us take it back. Is the thing.
Oh right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with it. They keep my.
Well, you might be, but I certainly would not be.
You as a Melee player might.
Yeah, I would need to keep my GameCube, and so I would unlikely be bringing a setup.
Yeah, I'd find it hard to carry a CRT around on the plane.
Well, that's the thing. They have plenty of TVs. It's the consoles and the games that are in.
It'd be a shame if all those TVs are laggy, but they couldn't test it because.
Oh, well, here's the thing. The Togo Tango is an annual event. They have plenty of time to test various CRTs. You'll find that the quality of setup, many Trinitrons, it's rather incredible.
Right.
Yep.
So, let's talk about the other side of Africa. The
South
Benins,
Africa.
was it? No, Benin.
Well, Togo and Benin are right next to each other in West Africa.
Right, that's what I meant, like the other side of West Africa.
Yeah. So Benin is actually known because they do allow downloaded copies of the games. They're known for their various friendly setups, incredibly efficient tournaments, 2 to 3 day events on that of the quality of let's say the Big House.
Oh really? So
yes.
They have, like chairs and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. High tech gaming chairs.
Oh really? They must play like 10 times better with them.
Oh well, as a region, they're far weaker in terms of gameplay.
Oh, than the
old Togos, yeah.
Right. Because they play on NTSC.
They do play on NTSC in Benin. You're right.
Right. So I'd assume there's an abundance of like Fox players.
Oh, it's mainly Pikachu in Benin.
Oh really?
Yeah, quite a few Pikachu players.
Do they all? What kind? Do they just rock all kinds of colors, or is there one specific one they like to use?
Oh, it's like a gang thing. Depending on your crew or your gang, you do rock a particular color of Pikachu. Typically green.
That's
is
fair
most
enough.
popular. Yes.
Green is the best one.
I disagree. I'm more of a red Pikachu fan myself. But if you prefer green, then you're more than entitled to select him on the select screen.
Right, fair enough. Thank you.
Good, checking a new game.
Not at all.
So,
what else would you like to know?
Well, I'm not sure if we finished your tour around the world.
Well, there is one more location I did attend for only a day.
No fucking way this is still going.
We're almost done. There was. I find it difficult to talk about, but I did indeed travel to South Africa This is hard for me to say. To compete in Botswana in the Botswana Bash.
I'll fucking Botswana bash you, Jordi. This has been going on for too long.
So the Botswana Bash, it's a fairly standard one-day tournament. Nothing interesting in terms of setups. They play in TSC, as you'd imagine. But the horrible things that they do to people that go O2 is
wow, they like deal out punishments.
Did
you go O2, Jordi?
No, I won my first losers game before going 1-2.
Right.
Thank God, it was a nail biter as well against a
local player.
Yeah, I'm sorry. One moment. It was against a local Captain Falcon player who did go O2, and I had to seal his fate in order to save my own.
Right. So do they only punish the O2 players, or do they like?
They do. They only punish those who go O2. It's because in Botswana, Smash is so popular they can't possibly keep up the numbers of players that enter tournaments.
Oh, so they straight up just murder them or like lock them away?
No. They live on, but is it really living? So what they do?
Fingerless homeless people again.
No. It's far worse of a fate. They gouge out their eyeballs. They shave all their hair.
Oh God.
They cut one toe of their choice off.
Okay, so which part of the process?
Sorry?
Which part of the process do they do first? The toe picking, or like actually do they have to like guess which toe they want to cut off?
Oh, look at shit in Botswana, much like in Benin, certain tournaments are played on NTSC. The Botswana Bash is notable. Its brutality knows no bounds. When they mercilessly take a rather large dead chicken and beat the people who go O2's hands with them, leaving them critically impaired and never able to possibly touch Smash again. As well as irrefutable
proof that Jordi is a fucking liar.
I was there, so I'm not sure what you mean. As well as
how you said they were in TSC, baby.
I just gave an explanation.
You was just setting up the scene, man.
Yeah, I was there, Gooch. So please don't doubt me on my Botswana knowledge.
Definitely there.
I was there in Botswana for the Botswana Bash in early 2015. Those who go O2 are often on a coin flip. If it's heads, they'll sever the parts of the spine, leaving them paraplegic. It's a risk to enter tournaments. They only tell you this if you're a new player. But post tournament, so I was completely unaware after going 1-2 and then viewing the atrocities that were committed on the ground floor.
Do they have like a dedicated room for this stuff?
No, it's done in the chairs.
Right after you beat
immediately. There's no chance to escape. There's multiple guards watching each setup. And it was hard because my Captain Falcon playing opponent did not speak English. So horribly he would scream no, but before the coin flipped and it did land on heads and his spine, and he did become.
What happens when it lands on tails?
When it lands on tails, well that's when that's when they bring out the shanks, the shanks of meat that they beat you with, leaving you bloodied and banned from tournaments. For being undeserving of the setup you were given to play.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, that's heads is definitely more brutal.
Trial.
Without a doubt. Is it Gooch? It's always Gooch.
Yes.
So Gooch, if you could stop having
Trial.
Why? Can you stop that, Gooch, please?
Jordy's trying to explain.
I mean, I can, but yeah.
You don't have to be here, Gooch. If you don't want to hear about my exploits and my travels into the various Smash scenes of the world, you're
Jordi,
more than.
Tell me of your time in Brunei.
Yeah, I didn't travel to Brunei.
All right. What about Sierra Leone?
Did not travel to Sierra Leone.
The Vatican.
Oh,
my time in the Vatican?
You literally just talked about this before you joined.
Yeah, I've already explained my time in the Vatican. It's completely and utterly not worth wasting again on a plebeian such as yourself. I'm sure.
All I can tell you is Hope is ranked number 1.
Sorry?
Time in Cyprus.
Did not go to Cyprus.
Malta.
Nope.
Monaco.
Nope.
Swaziland.
I don't even know where that is.
Romania.
Nope.
East
I didn't go to.
Timor.
I didn't go to many European countries. I'm not sure where you're going with this, Gooch. I'm not sure if anyone was
Gambia.
recording, but I've extensively explained my travels to the various smashes of the world and their customs, particularly in Benin and Togo. Very interesting place. I did get very sick
Bhutan.
post-tournament in both locations, in fact, and was left with dysentery after the month-long Togo Tango.
The Canary Islands.
I quickly recovered, though.
Oman.
Does anyone have any questions about my exploits and what I've done?
I think I've asked. I think you've answered all the questions I've asked.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
I think we've
Tanzania.
most of it.
You've asked all that you could possibly ask, Rysel?
Anything else?
Syria.
I don't know. So you traveled to? Can you give me a recap? You
A
traveled to the
recap of
Vatican?
everywhere? Oh, absolutely. So as we all know, I traveled to the Vatican
Montenegro.
City. I traveled to Saudi Arabia.
North Korea. I remember that.
North Korea, Central Russia.
Is Russia too? Or West?
Sorry?
You went to 2 parts of Russia, I believe. Or just
Yes, I traveled to both to Central, East Russia and North Russia. So it was technically three regions.
Right.
Very skilled players in all three. I can
Hidden
assure you.
bosses.
All hidden bosses, as I explained previously. And then I traveled to Togo and Benin before finishing in Botswana and then returning to Australia.
Right. How has the trip impacted your play? Do you feel like you gotten a bit better?
I feel like the trauma means that I can't particularly remember most of my sets, particularly in Botswana.
Oh, I was just talking about like the first set you played back in Australia. Did you feel
The
like,
first set I played,
did you feel better about your gameplay, or is it just like?
yeah, it felt similar. I was mainly traveling not to improve, but to enlighten myself.
Right.
Jacob, you're talking.
I do believe I was enlightened
This is
and continue to be by these memories and how they haunt me.
Right.
Yes.
So
That's not good.
Is that everything? Can I stop recording now? Or?
Unless you have any more questions, I believe that's more or less everything that I experienced and that I saw and that I did.
No, I just wish I caught the start of it. That was very.
The start of it was definitely better than the end.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I didn't realize you were recording.
I completely agree. That the trip began on a light note before ending on a rather sour one.
Yeah.
But I must say that
Did you experience the cuisine in
The cuisine?
these places? Yes.
not particularly. I typically ate my canned food.
Oh right, that's fair enough. Don't want to get that. Don't want to get diseases.
Oh, absolutely, especially when traveling in Africa, eating local food can be quite the risk.
Mm.
Yes. Oh, they do have lovely venison in all 3 parts of Russia, though,
Right.
which I did partake of.
That's all the questions I have, dude. Thanks for enlightening me.
No, it's not at all an issue. Next time we meet up, perhaps I can show you some photographs of my exploits.
Oh, that'd be great.
They're all. I don't have them in digital format though. They're all in physical.
Right.
Of course, I have, as we know, I have none of from Saudi Arabia, as photography was strictly prohibited, as we
Yes.
know.
And yeah, I'm gonna go cry in the corner because I spent fucking 40 minutes talking to Jordi about it.
Yeah, I'm stopping the recording now. I'm stopping.
My
Jesus Christ.
throat is actually dead.
Oh,